collected for the chemistry at this visit. Okay, this will be based on the visit where this is capturing, and then the chemistry sample were collected or not. If yes, we take the yes, and the sample is collected, then obviously we'll get the date of the collection, and then what is the test and the results and unit that will come. If no means it's a not done. Okay, why? Because the sample is not collected for the particular visit, then we can consider it as a not done assessment. Okay, so that is the one of the criteria you have to understand in the final level. So the likewise we can see the annotations. Okay, this is the chemistry related. So obviously this we are going to annotate in the above. LB equal to laboratory test results. Okay. So now the LB cat. Okay. Obviously the form name would be the category. Okay. Sometimes subcategory also we have to populate depending on the form. So the LB cat equal to chemistry. So the next question is, was the collected sample. So was the sample collected for this chemistry lab at this visit? Okay, if yes and no. If yes, we already know this all going to be popular. If no means it's a not done. So there, when we have the not done, we are going to annotate the CRF like this. LB start equal to not done, where LB test CD equal to LBR. Okay, stat equal to not done means, okay, status, LB status is not done. It means this record says that, okay, for this subject, this visit, this laboratory form were not done. Okay, obviously, and then for the what test, okay, so this LB test is equal to LB all. Basically, it depends on the study specific. Some of the studies it will be captured overall level. So LB all means we have to create this test series. LB all means the all test series were not captured for this in under chemistry for this subject is which. Okay, so that's why we are going to create one record for the not done record with the test of name is LB all. Okay, so whenever it's not done, then what is the reason why it was not done? So then obviously the reason is going to capture it here. So that reason we are going to map it in the LBREASND. So LB reason. Okay, obviously the not done reason we have to capture into the LB reason variable. So if the yes, then obviously data of the sample collection. Sample collection data, obviously this will go to the LBDTC. So in the LB, do we have the LBSTDTC? In LB domain, do we have LBSTDTC?
Yes, sir.
Do we have LBSTDTC? STDC ఉంటుందా LBలో? Finding domains, we don't have the start dates. Okay, it will have the assessment date. It's like DTC, LBDTC. Whenever it's interventions or events, then you will have the start and end dates. Okay, STDTC and ENDTC. So that you have to aware of this. Whenever you read the SDT match, you can able to know those things. Okay. Next, okay, so was the sample collection date, we are going to map it to the LBDTC. So the next was the creatine. Then creatine is one of the tests under the chemistry. Okay, so the project creatine was done. Okay, yes, no. So if okay, basically this is the CRF is designed in the different way. Basically, in general, 99.99 studies, the CRF design will not like this. Okay, why? Because it's already asked the question, was the sample collected in chemistry this visit? Yes or no? Again they are asking for the was the sample, was the creatine done? So there is no point to capture here and here this not done records. Okay, but the CRF is designed like this. We have to annotate the same and we have to populate the data as in the CRF. But most of the studies, the CRF design will not like this. So this will be asked the very initial, and then later the result will come here, and then everything will be done. Okay. So is that understand everyone this logic? You have any question on this?
Yes.
Okay, great. So the next, okay, if yes or no, if the creatine is done means yes means obviously we'll get that the results and all this. If no means again is not done. Here we have to create the LB test CD is the creatine. Okay, CREAT is the LB test CD. So this we will have the control terminology. Based on the control terminology, we have to populate the test and test series. Okay, the test would be the creatine and the test series would be the CREAT. So this control terminology, when you are annotating, that will be present in your study level, and then you can take it from the test and test series. Okay, again it's a standard test series, otherwise you have to create your own. Okay, so then if it's again it's not done, then there will be what is the reason for the not done. Obviously this will be reason here. Okay, so now it's yes means obviously the creatine result. So what was the result? Okay, the result is going to populate here, that will go to the LB or RES, where the LB test series equal to creatine. Okay, and then the result is the original result LB ORRESU. So this will go to the LB or RES, and then if you can see in the test results itself in the bracket, it's capture the result. Okay, this we can annotate like this. Okay, LB ORRESU equal to okay mu mole per liter. Okay, so this we can annotate like this. Okay, and then these are the biological reference, creatine low range and creatine high range. So did anyone know what is the biological reference ranges? These are low and high values. Okay, so is that clear, this logic? So from here to here you understand everything?
Yes, sir.
Is there any questions for me?
No, sir.
Great. So if this is understood means the rest of the form will be done. But because it is replicate the other tests, that's it. It is simply change the test and test CD, that's it. The remaining would be remain same. If you can see, okay, what we did for this blood for the creatine. So the next test would be bilirubin. Okay, so was the total bilirubin is done? Yes or no? Okay, if it's yes, this next rest all will become here. If it's a no, it's a not done. LB start is equal to not done, where the LB test is equal to BLE. Okay, and then if it's not done means obviously we have to provide the reason, that will go to the LB reason, where the LB test is equal to BLE. So for example, if it's a yes means obviously result come here, that will go to the LB or ES, where the LB test is equal to BLE, and then obviously these units would be U mole per liter, so LB ORR is equal to U mole per liter, and then whereas the low value will go to the LB ORR in LBO, where the LB test is equal to BLE, and then high value go to the LB OR NRHI, where the LB test is equal to BLE. So this is the same like it is repeated, right? So the again next test CD would be the AST. Okay, so the aspartate transmanase. Again same, it will be repeated yes and no. If it's no not done, then test CD would be ASTD, and then reason will go to the LV reason, and then this is the result, and then units, and then low value and the high value. Okay, so again if you go to this AST, okay, yeah, here you have to understand for the one thing. Okay, so for you, if you can see this aspartate transmanase AST was that, okay, here they get the biological reference ranges normal, but again they have get that again the aspartate transmanase low reference range. They captured twice this one, but generally reference ranges would be the same, right? It will not change. Then why they have captured is right?
At different point of time, sir. Sir, at different point of time, sir.
No, if we capture the different point of time, then how it would be changed. For example, let's assume the before example, acquired any subject is a common thing. Anyone can guess it. If you observe this field, you can get something special compared to this one. I'll give the quick thing. Okay, if any test, okay, some of the, I mean, not every test, okay, some of the test, does the biological reference will be ranges similar to, I mean, is that similar for the men and women?
No, sir. It will be changed.
It will be changed, right? So the female and male subject, all tests will not same the biological reference ranges. Some tests might be the same biological reference range, but not always all tests will have the biological reference range. Okay, that will be differ male and female subject. Okay, so that's what this is one of the tests like that. Okay, so the AST will be biological reference ranges would be differ for the male and female subject. That's what this is the general one, and then this is the female, specific for the female. So that's why they have captured it twice. Okay? If it's a female subject, we have to populate this. If it's a male subject, this one. Is that clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So then again the same block repeat ALT. Okay, alanine transmerase. Okay, yes or no, and then result, and then high low value for the normal and high low value for the female subjects. That's it. This will be repeated for all the test series. CGT, okay, GGT, gamma glutamyl transferase, and then okay. So the select the abnormal chemistry result if any. Okay. So basically, if you can see, they said that okay, this is one of the questions. Select the abnormal chemistry result if any. Okay. So they are asking for this the above tests. What are the tests? If there is any abnormal result, they have to tick this either the creatine or bilirubin or AST or ALT, GGT. If which of the test is abnormal for the subject, that I have to select it. But anyway, CRF again they asked for the individual thing. Is there any creatine result abnormal, clinically significant? So here they can only mention. So this is the redundant information. So that's why they have put this submitted into not submitted. Okay. So this they have annotated is a not submitted. Whenever it's a not submitted means that means what? Should I explain what it means? Whenever we do annotate as a not submitted means what it means? In the daily basis, day-to-day activities, as a programmer, what I am using, that only I am going to explain for you. Okay? So the current studies, what I am working, that knowledge I am going to share with you. So that's why please be attentive, and then if you are not clear with anything, please ask immediately. Okay. So I am going to explain one more time. Not submitted is means, okay, for example, if there are any CRF field which is not relevant to your SDTM, there is one thing, or else that information no longer required for your analysis, there is one thing, and then that information might be redundant, it is captured twice. These scenarios we are going to annotate as a not submitted. It means this information we are not going to submitting into the SDTM. So this we are not going to map into the SDTM. So there we can put the not submitted as a not submitted. Okay, is that clear? This is one of the interview question. Remember. Is that clear? You have any question on this stuff? అర్థమైంది అందరికి? Yes sir, no, అర్థమైందా?
Yes, sir. అర్థమైంది.
Okay. So the next creatine result, okay, the creatine result abnormal, clinically significant, yes or no? If yes means, okay, so we have the LBCL SAG clinically significant in sub-LB where the LB test is equal to creatine. So the individual test, okay, these all will go to the supplementary. So we will create one the LBCL SAG as a clinically significant, whereas the test CD. So this we can map into the test CD, okay, individual everything test CD for the all thing, okay. So the sex of infant, obviously the male or female subject, this is information is already captured in the demographic form. Again it is a redundant information, there is no need to map it again, that's why they put as a not submitted. Okay. So that's it for LB form. Is there any question? If no, I think I can check another form and I explain. Is that clear? Do you have any questions? If you have any question, don't hesitate, please ask me. Okay, this is hematology. Again, same the annotation would be. Nothing will change. Only test CD will be changed. Okay, we'll explain the concomitant medication. Okay. So we'll see the concomitant medication. So can anyone explain what is concomitant medication definition? So this we have discussed a number of times. So what is concomitant medication? Any other medication than your test drug, so that we can consider as a concomitant medication, right? So the concomitant medication are the prior medication. Prior medication means before enrolling to the studies, the subject used to take any medication, that is also will map into the concomitant medication only. So the domain name would be the concomitant or the prior medication. That is the domain name. Okay. So concomitant means during the trial, prior means obviously before trial. So those medications. Okay. So the medication name. So the medication name is what the drug name. So the drug name will be entered here. So the drug name will go to the CMTRT. So the treatment name, concomitant medication treatment name. So what is the topic variable in CM domain? What is the topic variable in concomitant medication domain? What happened? No one remember? CMTTRT is the topic variable, okay? So once again I am saying, okay, who are willing to get a job, okay, you are serious about your career, please keep on saying that. Again I am saying, please go and read SDTM IG. If you are not understand, come up with a question. I am happy to help you, okay? But without that knowledge, I am saying there is no use for you at all. That is for sure. Okay. So yeah, so the CMTRT is the topic variable in concomitant medication. So the concomitant medication started, obviously we can annotate as a CMSTDTC. Okay, when it was started, that will go to this concomitant medication start date. Okay, so then again started when it was started, and then they'll have the concomitant medication is ongoing. Okay, so yes and no. If yes means CNR is equal to ongoing. Why? Because the subject is still taking that medication, means subject in reference is obviously ongoing. CMENR is equal to ongoing. If it's a no means, obviously end date note should be present. Okay, it's already end, right? So the concomitant medication end date. CMEN etc will go into end date. So the dose, okay, dose, what was the dose for this concomitant medication? So that will go to the CMDOS THT dose text, okay? And then what was the dose units, okay? That dose units will go to the CMDOS U dose units. So these are the units. So which are the units? They will check it out, okay? So, and then apart from these units, if there are any other specific units, then they have to enter it here. So that will go to the supplementary DM. So where CM dose U equal to other, then they will provide the other specified value. So there's DOS UOTH in sub CM. So where the dose CM dose equal to other, okay? And then dose form. What was the form? I mean, is it a tablet or capsule or injection or gel, whatever it may be. So that dose form would be mentioned here. Okay, dose form. So that will go to the CM DOS FR in dose form. So if the other, again here, dose form is the other, then they have to provide the other specified value. That will go to the supplementary CM. So the QNAM name would be the DOS FRMOT in sub CM, where the CM dose form equal to other. Okay, and then frequency. So the frequency. What is the frequency? What it means frequency? ఏంటి ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ అంటే right. Yeah, number of times subject, how many times he or she took the drug, okay? So that would be the continuously or daily, twice, thrice daily, 4 times daily. So these are the frequencies, okay? This will go to the CM DOS FRQ. So concomitant medication frequency. Again, if it's other frequency, then the other specified value map it here, and that will go to the sub-CM. Again, same pattern. Route of administration. So what it means, route means?
Mode of administration.
How the subject took the drug particularly. So if it's a tablet means obviously we'll select that oral, right? So the likewise based on the drug, okay, there are different type of routes, okay, that how the subject was took the drug, okay. So that will select the route, okay. And then if it's a route is other, and then other specific value come here, that will go to the sub-CM again. The indication for the use of infant concomitant medication. So, I mean, subject is taking the concomitant medication for the why he took or she took. So there will be a reason, right? Most of the cases adverse event. So, or is any medical history, or the like, okay, prophylaxis or the other. So basically, most of the cases would be the adverse event. But whatever the value they take it, that will go to the CMINDC indication value. Okay. And then if the indication is other specified, okay, apart from this, is there any other specified value, then that will value come here, and then that will go to the supplementary domain again. Okay. So is the indication is adverse event? Yes and no. Okay, this is submitted, not submitted. Why? Because it's already, if it is selected is adverse event, that is related to adverse event, right? Again, this is the information is redundant information. That's why they put that here. So again, this infant medical history, again redundant information, yes or no. So that this means obviously that is yes, no. Okay. So that's it for the concomitant medication. Is there any questions on this CRF form, annotations?
No, sir. No, sir.
Top left corner. So what are the vital signs collected? Yes or no? If it's yes means that will come the test results. If no means not done. VS start equal to not done, where the VS test is VS all. Okay. If it's a reason is status is not done, and then reason should provide, that will go to the VSRE SND variable. So was the vital signs collected date VS DTC. So the pulse rate, this is the one of the pulse rate test, and then VS ORS where the VS test is equal to pulse, and then ORS. Respiratory, again same VS ORS is equal to VS ORS where the test is equal to resp, and results, test, again temperature results, and then your units, and then height and units, weight and units, okay? So it is simple. There's one more from demographics where we have annotated, let me check. The only one SDTM domain or multiple SDTM domain, but however if you can see this infant demographics, so this is going to map into the demographics, vital signs and disposition. We'll see what are the fields go to the vital signs, what are the fields go to the disposition, what are the fields goes to the demographics. First of all, date of the informed consent, okay? Subject when the informed consent signed, that will go to the RFICDTC in demographic domain, you already know. So if any subject wants to enroll in the study, the subject has to sign the informed consent, the must and should. This is the first thing. So then only can subject enroll in the study. Okay. If the subject is informed consent signed, then we can call it as enrolled populations. Okay. So enrolled subject. Then birth DTC. So okay, date of birth will go to the birth DTC demographic domain, BRTH DTC, and then infant age. Okay, age would be go to the age variable, and then age units would be days. Why? Because this is the kids vaccination trial. Obviously, subject age would be in days only. Why? Because this is a less than 4 days baby should be enrolled in this study. Okay, so that's why the age units would be days. Generally, age units be in the years, but this is the infant study, that's why it's a base. Infant sex, so obviously we have the sex variable. Infant race, we have the race variable. So okay, so the race, for example, if it's on the other, then other value he put it here, and other specifier will go to the race OTH, other specifier will go to the sub-DM. Birth weight, obviously weight is the vital signs. Okay, it will go to the VS or AS where the VS test is equal to weight, and then VS or ASU would be the grams. So weight would be captured in the grams. Okay, so this is the APGAR score. Okay, APGAR score at 5 minutes. Okay, so APGAR score is one of the score. Okay, this is basically whenever the subject born. Okay, whenever any baby born, hospital level they do the some of the assessments. Okay, the physical measurements and some qualitative and quantitative, and then laboratory, vitals, ECG, whatever the test they will done, and then how the baby is well-being. Okay, they'll say that okay, baby is well-being, or is there any problem, is there an abnormality? So there will be different factors. Based on that factor, they will give the APGAR score. So the APGAR score, how it would be? I mean, I think it's 25 or 25. There is no particular variable which we can map into the direct the particular variable. That's why we are going to put in with the sub DM. And then country, obviously we'll have the country variable in demographic domain, and then protocol version. This will go to the disposition DS domain group DS GRP ID. Okay. So that's it for the demographic. That clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll see one more form, and then before the subject is enrolled in the study, the past medical is if there are anything. So that conditional symptoms, it goes to the MH term. Okay, MH term is the topic variable in MH domain. So when this was a medical condition, start date of the medical history. So MH STDTC. This is ongoing. Then MH ENR if equal to ongoing end reference. If it's no means, obviously they should provide the end date, stop date of the medical history. MH ENDTC. So any medical administration is the infant medical history condition. This is not required for the announcement. That's why we have put it into not submitted. Okay. So if you can understand this, so annotation how we are doing, we have seen the different forms. Okay. So first of all, you understand the form name. What is the form name? And then where we can map into the SDTM domain, and then each and every field where we can fit into the which of the variable SDTM variable. If it's not right fit, and then we'll go for the supplementary, and then this is not really required for your analysis, then we'll go for the not submitted. Okay, so this is what we have to annotate. Okay, so this is the important thing and the very first and most important thing in your clinical trial in SDTM. So if your theory of annotation is going well, and then your entire SDTM will be quality deliverable, we can make it. Okay, why? Because based on the theory of annotation only we can write the specifications of your SDTM domains. Based on the theory of annotation and specification only we can write the programming for those domains. Okay, so that's why it is very important. So you have to understand each and every person. Okay. Yeah, so that's it for the CRF annotation. Is there any questions from anyone? Writing, okay. Please don't absent. These are the important classes. Okay, if you absent, then please